previous episode, we discussed the creation of the universe, relevance of time, and Big Bang theory.
6 days because that's how long it took him.
When we do things and to do things properly and with
Moreover, the passage of time adds depth to our lives, allowing us to learn,
happy to accept
sun, moon, and the earth we live in.
Imagine you find yourself sitting in the corner of a room. The door that you entered through is now completely sealed. All you can do is stare into open, empty space, surrounded by cold, dark, and stony walls. Due to immense boredom, you fall asleep. A few hours pass by. You wake up. As you open your eyes, you are shocked to see that in the middle of the room is a desk with a computer on top of it. It is inevitable that you will question, where did they come from? Since in the previous episode, we discussed the creation of the universe, the only question that comes to the mind is who created it.
أم خلقوا من غير شيء أم هم الخالقون أم خلقوا السماوات والأرض بل لا يوقنون.
Or were they created by nothing? Or were they the creators of themselves? Or did they create the heavens and the earth? Rather, they are not certain.
The scholars, they said this can refer to anything that began, came into existence. And the scholars derived full logical explanations on how to explain that which begins to exist. Here they are. Number one, it came from nothing. Number two, it created itself. Number three, it was created by something else created. Number four, it was created by something uncreated. So we could apply this to the whole universe, because we now know the universe wasn't always there, it began.
Nothing is defined as the absence of all things. To illustrate this better, imagine if everything, all matter, energy and potential, were to vanish. That state would be described as nothing. Nothing also refers to the absence of any causal condition. A causal condition is any type of cause that produces an effect. This cause can be material or non-material. So, could the universe have come into existence from nothing? The obvious answer is no. Because from nothing, nothing comes. Nothingness cannot produce anything. Something cannot arise from no causal conditions whatsoever. Another way of looking at it is by way of simple math. What is 0, 0, 0, 0? It is not 3, it's 0.
Nothing. What we mean by nothing is no thing, no prior causal conditions. We're not talking about the theological nothing, kun fayakun. That's different. That means Allah didn't have anything prior when He actually created the first creative thing, the first creation. Allah was there, so you can't say it's nothing at all. His irada and qudra were the prior causal conditions to bring the first creation into existence. So we're not talking about that type of nothing. We're saying no thing, no prior causal conditions, no thing at all. Can something...
Could the universe have created itself? When something is created, it means it once did not exist, and therefore had no power to do anything. So to claim that it created itself is impossible, as it could not have any power before it was created in order to create itself. This applies to all finite things, and that includes the universe too. But could the universe be created by something else that was created? Imagine if a stock trader at the stock exchange was not able to buy or sell his stocks or bonds before asking permission from the investor. Once the stock trader asked his investor, he also had to check with his investor. Imagine if this went on forever. Would the stock trader ever buy or sell his stocks or bonds? The answer is no. There must be an investor who gives the permission without requiring any permission himself. In similar light, if we apply this to the universe, we would have to posit a creator for the universe that is uncreated.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
Say He is Allah, who is one. Allah, the eternal refuge. He neither begets nor is born, nor is there to Him any equivalent.
Before the creation of all this, before the heavens and the earth, heavens means the skies, the universe, the cosmos, and the earth, what was there? There was always Allah. He is the beginning and He is the end.
This uncreated creator cannot be part of creation. If the creator was part of creation, it would make him contingent or dependent with limited physical qualities. This, in turn, would mean that he would require an explanation for his existence, which would imply he cannot be God. This uncreated creator must have knowledge, because the universe that he created has established laws. These include the law of gravity, the weak and strong nuclear force, and the electromagnetic force. These laws imply there is a lawgiver, and a lawgiver implies knowledge. This uncreated creator must be powerful, because he created the universe, and the universe has immense energy, both usable and potential. If the creator did not have power, it would mean that he is unable and weak. Since the universe was created, it is a simple proof that he must have ability and power. Now, just imagine the immense power of the creator by reflecting on the universe and all that it contains. Since this creator is eternal and brought into existence a finite universe, it must have chosen the universe to come into existence. This creator must have chosen the universe to come into existence when the universe was non-existent and could have remained so. Something that has a choice obviously has a will. The universe contains beings that have a conscious will and volition. Therefore, the one who created the universe with living beings that have a will must also have a will. One cannot give something to a thing that one does not contain or have the ability to give rise to it. Therefore, the Creator has a will. Reason necessitates that if there were more than one Creator, the universe would be in chaos. There would also not be the level of order we find in the cosmos. Heaven and the earth would have lost their normal orderedness, since there would have inevitably been internal discord, as is normal when there are several rulers. They oppose one another in things and do not agree with one another. What has to be understood is that the most rational explanation for the origins of the universe is the concept of God, and not just a creator. There may be an abstract conceptual possibility of multiple creators, but there cannot be more than one God. This is because God, by definition, is the being that has an imposing will that cannot be limited by anything external to him. If there were two or more gods, they would have a competition of wills, which would result in chaos and disorder. The universe we observe is governed by mathematical laws and order. Therefore, it makes sense that it is the result of one imposing will.
All the praise is for Allah, who is the author of all existence and the most generous to his creation, while he is also the all-compelling. He is the only one worthy of our worship, having no partners, no associates, no sons, no daughters, no one whom he must consult, and no one or anything which has any comparison with him. All the praise is for Allah, who is the king of all who claim sovereignty, the only one who has the right to legislate for his creatures. He is the giver of life. He is the causer of death, while death has no effect upon him, because he is the ever-living, the self-subsisting, the eternal and the only absolute, the outer space of stars, planets, and galaxies. It is he who created this complex world, the seen and the unseen, the evident and the speculative, the earth and all that is on it and everything that is in it. It is he who created all of this in detail and diversity in a systematic way that scientific laws can be deduced from it, yet so expansive and so profound that science is unable to accurately measure or predict. The glorious and the mighty and the powerful, who created and determined all at once with no pause between his word be and it is, be and it is. It is he, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who created the life and mandated death in order to see which of his creatures among the human beings be and it is. Subhanahu wa ta'ala, the glorious and the mighty and the powerful, and determined all at once. All at once. It is he, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, no pause between his word be and it is. It is he, Allah, the glorious and the powerful,